Hello YouTube, it's Lion here with Hobbies of a Man once again. And today we're going to do a bit of a introspective kind of video. I'm going to show you my collection up to now for a 3-month update at some point. But before we get to that, I kind of want to just talk about my experience so far, what I've been doing, how I feel about it, that sort of thing. Kind of to archive it mostly for myself, but if anyone is interested in watching and kind of seeing how other people feel about this same thing that many of us in the community are into, can see if anything resonates with you or if it doesn't, and just kind of give me opinions and stuff. So I started my collection officially. I mean, I already owned a bit of manga beforehand, but I started officially collecting in a somewhat consistent basis on the 23rd of February. It's when I really decided, yes, I'm going to collect, and then yes, I'm going to make a YouTube channel to chronicle that collection and kind of that journey, and kind of help me eventually at some point reduce my collection and then kind of curate it for like posterity and for like the future and stuff. And yeah, so I started my YouTube channel after that, March 5th. And then from then on, I've been collecting basically, I think it's almost 4 months at this point, but we're going to call it 3 months for the video because I was supposed to do this earlier, but I just hadn't gotten around to recording it. And yeah, so I officially started collecting February 23rd. I started my YouTube channel March 5th, and I've spent 3 months buying and kind of selling a little bit of manga. I've really only unhauled one thing, which is Prophecy, and it wasn't really as much as an unhaul as I'm doing this in exchange thing, and I think my friend the Prom G is going to enjoy this more than me, so I read it really quickly and then I'll give it to him. And I sent him another book as well, Dead Man Wonderland, because I liked it. I really enjoyed it when I first got it a few years ago, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get more of it because I'm not sure I'm super interested in the shonen psychological stuff. Or like the shonen stuff that isn't battle manga, which is part of the journey I'm going through right now. It's trying to find out what I enjoy, what I don't enjoy in that, and that sort of thing. So those are the only two things I've unhauled officially. I guess I unhauled Futaba-kun Change, which was in my previous month's manga haul, but I never read it and I wasn't really interested in it, so I sold it off for a really good price. So I don't count that as officially being unhauled because I never made it part of my collection. I didn't want it necessarily. It just came in like this grab bag thing from my local used bookstore. So that's that. Collecting really has been kind of a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I've just been dabbling in a lot of series, kind of getting volume 1s most of the time. And this goes for light novels as well, because I've been collecting light novels and manga for the same amount of time in the same way. And I've really enjoyed this like dabbling type of collecting, this like picking up volume 1s. Or omnibus ones in the case of Gantz right there, because it lets me experience a lot of different types of stories in a relatively quick way. There are some drawbacks, like the fact that if I'm only reading one volume at a time, I'm not really sure if I'm going to enjoy it, because a lot of volume 1s aren't very good at kind of showing you what the series is supposed to be about. I can think of good examples like Fairy Tail. The first volume of Fairy Tail very clearly tells you how and to what extent Fairy Tail is going to be like Fairy Tail, if that makes sense. It shows you there's a guild, shows you that there's an importance of friendship. It shows you that there's magic and that different types of magic kind of work against each other. It shows you that it's about a group of friends going on an adventure, and you know that from the very beginning. You finish volume 1 and you know that's what's going to be about, and more or less that's what the rest of Fairy Tail is about. Things that are not that good at it are probably 06, because I have no clue what that manhwa is supposed to be about, even though I read volume 1. Or something like Seven Deadly Sins. I'm not really like, you kind of know what it's about. And mostly because you kind of can associate it with other types of books like One Piece or Fairy Tale or kind of Magi, but it doesn't really like encompass what it's about, you know, is. And I mean, I might be wrong. You guys might read every single volume one and be like, yes, I understand exactly what this is going to be about. But for me, for my reading, a one volume isn't enough to really tell me if I'm going to enjoy the series. And that's something I just figured out. I thought that originally, you know, like the first month I started collecting, that just picking up volume one and then going from there would be pretty easy. Because a lot of people talk about like the one volume rule or the 3 episode rule, which is more or less the same thing, but it hasn't been sufficient for me for a lot of series. So I have to maybe rethink my collecting style to kind of fit in more volumes of each series, which is both good and bad. Like good because I'll make sure that I like these series, and bad because I won't get to experience as much diversity at a time. But it should be fine if I can start to resell stuff, which I've basically only done once, and I'm not really sure that I really want to continue to do it. I might just go to my local used bookstore and just trade them in for credit, for store credit, so I can get like manga that's used from them, because they usually are very good at having very well kept manga, because a lot of people that go to that store are people that are really caring about their books because they're, you know, big readers. So it wouldn't really be a problem. The only thing is that I don't really want to do that because it's the bookstore near my parents' house. And that means that every time I buy a book that I don't like when I'm at university, I have to keep it until I come back. So maybe reselling at that point might be a better kind of way to do it. But I'm not sure. I haven't really decided what I want to do in that sense. But yeah, that's kind of my collecting strategy and how I feel about it. I'm not really sure I want to continue the way I am. But I'm also not sure that I want to try out a different style, because I'm not sure if I really want to. The one thing I am kind of sure about is that I need to focus on buying more volumes of series I already know I enjoy, so that I can experience more of that story, and so that I can start completing series, because I really don't have any series completed yet at all, and I would like to start completing series. That's kind of one of those cool like achievement moments, and yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about there. The other thing I've learned throughout my experience is that light novels are good digitally, but manga is pretty bad digitally. I don't really think I enjoy it, mostly because I read on my phone, because my phone is what I have with me all the time. I'm not going to carry my tablet everywhere, so I can sneak in one panel of reading when I can do it on my phone. The problem with the phone is that it's too big for single hand use, but not big enough for two hands. But I still need two hands to like zoom into stuff, which it's like a very first world problem, but it's like annoying if I have to continuously do it. But basically I only buy manga digitally when it's like super on sale, like when they do the volume 1 sales. And then because it's only $1, I can be like, okay, I'll buy this book in physical if I like it enough, which is a pretty good strategy so far, but I really don't like reading manga online. Light novels are fine online. I like ebooks, so I don't mind. And light novels are a bit more expensive usually, and their resale market isn't as big as mangas, so it's fine. I'm okay with it online. And usually they're way cheaper than a physical volume, so it's fine. I can like wait for deals and get them. But physical is always going to be my preference. It's always been like that for regular books anyways. And I don't really like digital comics either, so I kind of already knew I wouldn't like digital manga, but I needed to try it for myself properly to be able to say that. And now that I have, I can say for 100% certainty that I am not going to, I'm going to continue buying digital manga, but I'm only going to do it because of the cost efficiency of it, not because I necessarily enjoy it. And yeah, that's basically it. Those are kind of my thoughts. Moving forward, I think I'm just going to try to collect stuff I already own, at least for the next couple months. Well, I say that, but then I have a bunch of books that I'm going to buy within the next couple months that are all for new series. So I don't know. I don't really know what I'm going to do moving forward. It's all up in the air. But yeah, that's kind of my stance on my my manga collecting habits this last 3 months. I'll make an update in 6 months or like 3 months from now for my 6-month update. And then, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my collection. Okay, everyone, so this is my current collection shelf. This isn't my full collection. I still have some, what's it called? To be read stuff. My to be read pile is much smaller than it was the last time. But it's still more than 10 volumes, I think. But yeah, so I've kind of reorganized. I'm doing the sideways stacking as a way to have more space to keep stuff, but obviously I'm running out anyways, so I need to work on finishing up my library documentation kind of thing, where I'm putting all my books into an Excel document so I can kind of reorganize them and restack. But yeah, so I'm going to work on that, and then I'm going to give my manga collection another shelf at some point, sometime soon, obviously, because I'm really running out of room. But yeah, same stuff as before over here. This is pretty much the same. I stacked these up here, which I had back here originally, but I need more space for my light novels. Then I added All You Need Is Kill and To Your Eternity over here, just so the sizes kind of match on this side. I might put these on the light novel side, but I'm not really sure. This is, my friend Robert gave me this from Japan, which is really cool. I have my little figures and my Saint Seiya clock. And yeah, let's remove this and see what we have back there. So yeah, we still have Naruto, basically right there. Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball stuff, Blue Exorcist, One Piece, Magi, Full Metal Alchemist, One Punch Man. Is all stuff I already owned. Attack on Titan as well. And then we have Fairy Tail down here. I should probably organize this by alphabetical order, but it's going to be kind of annoying to do, so I might not. We have My Hero, Arslan, Classroom, Shaman King, Dragon Drive. You know, basically all that. I finally read up to 3 volumes of Death Note. I have the 4th one, and then I have to buy 5 and 6, and then 8 through 12, I guess. I don't remember how many volumes it is total. I'm gonna get rid of 06. I don't really want it, but I haven't found anyone to buy it from me. I might just go to my local used bookstore, turn it in for credit. Here's what I'm currently reading. Gantz is super good, and if you guys follow me on Twitter, links down below, you guys know that I'm really enjoying this read, although I started the first volume, and I kind of didn't get it. I kind of didn't understand what was going on, so I had to reread it, and now it all kind of makes sense. And we have Spice and Wolf, which I'm almost done with. And then I haven't even started this one, but I'm excited to get to it. And then we have light novels over here. I think I've mostly read light novels digitally. So, yeah. Because, you know, April was like a bunch of stuff was for free online. So I read most of that. I have Occultic 9, which is really good. Devil's a Part-Timer. MILF Isekai. Log Horizon. This, like, kind of good, kind of average comedy light novel. Is a really good fantasy. This is a good, like, lit RPG-esque kind of thing. And this really good isekai as well. The character work here is really great, in my opinion. But yeah, so that's basically all of my collection. I mean, there's not really much I can talk about that I haven't really talked about already. If you guys check out my channel, there's a bunch of reviews for most of this stuff. A few things I have not reviewed that I didn't really plan to, but I might if anyone asks for it, is Air Gear, Susumiya, and Shaman King. There's a new anime coming out for that, which is really exciting. I was never a fan of it when I was a kid, but Shaman King is one of those volume 1s that really surprised me, that I wasn't sure I would really like. Yori Aoshi is also really surprising. It's like a good kind of harem comedy-esque from the 2000s, kind of. So it's a little different from what we're used to now. And yeah, that's basically it. So here is the to be read shelf. There's not much here, really. The stuff I'm most excited about is Drifting Dragons. The light novels, obviously. I'm going to get to this soon. And then this one. And then that's it. I have stuff for June, but I haven't really picked it up yet. Or I haven't shown it yet because I don't want to kind of spoil the surprise of the manga haul at the end of the month. So yeah. Hopefully this video isn't ridiculously long. But who knows? And yeah. Hope you guys enjoy and see you guys later.